All right, we're here at UF IFAS Extension getting ready to cover some of our cold sensitive plants here in our demonstration gardens. Today we are using frost cloth. You could use the same thing at home, or you could certainly use quilts or sheets or anything like that. And because of the size, we're clipping it together so we have a longer piece, because we do want to make sure that we have enough cloth to cover a plant fully so that it hangs onto the ground and we can secure it that way. So as we are getting ready to cover, it is important to remember that not everything needs to be covered. You can certainly check, but if you have a plant that you really love, something that's more tropical, something that you are just really concerned about being affected, you can certainly go cover that plant. And remember things like windbreaks, so that would be like large fences, your house, shed, things like that. Tree cover and areas between buildings can help get that microclimate and create a bit of a warmer space. So you may not need to cover even some of your more tropical plants if you have that. So again, we're using freeze cloth today. It's really important that you make sure that you use a covering that is not plastic. So like I mentioned, freeze cloth, which can be purchased, sheets, quilts, but something large enough that it can be draped to the ground. So we put in just some bamboo stakes. You can use any sort of stake that's large enough to prevent the cover from touching the leaf surface. So anywhere a cover touches the surface of the foliage, it actually could cause some freeze damage. And so I know if you're putting plants out, covers out for plants on the ground, like a ground cover, you could even cut some of these bamboo stakes, 6-8 inches, and apply your cover that way. So we're pulling the cover down, making sure that no plant parts are touching the cover, and then we are making sure it fully reaches the ground. Again, we want it to touch the ground, and then we'll secure it. We have some bricks and a piece of wood. You can use rocks, clay pots, anything you have. If you have nothing, you can use even mulch to pile it up against to secure it. So we're kind of creating a little mini greenhouse here to keep those plants nice and toasty when the temperatures cool down. And it does help to water in your plants prior to covering. That warm water there underneath the plant will help with that radiant heating throughout that cool night. So we don't want to apply any water after that. We're just watering in and then applying that cover. Okay, so this would stay like this all night, and then covers do need to be removed in the morning. So when the temperatures warm up during the day, if it's too difficult to totally remove the cover and take everything down, you can simply just pull the top of the cover off and fold it to the side, and we can secure it that way. You can certainly remove and put everything away for the day, but also just allowing that plant to warm up. So lay it to the side, put the bricks on top so the cover doesn't flow away, and that'll help, because we can overly heat our plants during the day if we don't remove those covers. But everything's right there so that we can put it back on this evening. And that's how you properly cover plants to protect them from the cold temperatures.